Mic check.
Hello, sir. Meditation, sir. Chandra, sir. Yes. Tell us about the meditation. Yes. We'll do some meditation. Okay. Somebody was there. I told them once or twice. Cantonment area. Okay. Sure. Let me attempt this also. Wonderful, sir. Thank you for your time. 22 years, so meditation is good at this time. Yes, 92 will become 180. Yeah. Yes, sir. Hello. Hello. Yes, nice meeting you, madam. Okay, sir. Hello, sir. Nice to meet you. Hello. Good morning. Nice to meet you. Good morning. Okay, nice to meet you. What's happening? Madam. So, for meditation, sitting on the floor is not necessary. So, you need to be sitting in a place where you're very comfortable so that you can really go in. So, if you're not comfortable, please take a chair. We would rather do that and then go within more than to show that we're sitting on the floor. It's not at all necessary. You need to sit down like any chair, most comfortable. Yes, you need to be seated though. So chairs are great, those who cannot sit on the floor. Okay? That's fine, but you will find that to be more comfortable. Regular chairs. Regular chairs are more comfortable because you will be crossing your feet. Yeah. What did you do, sir? What, what, what brought you here? Meditation. You practice meditation? Not with this. Okay. You are, what is your profession? Your profession? What? Therapy, I understand. Right.
Good morning, everyone. Please take a seat, those who have to. It is truly an honor to welcome you all to this special session at Venu Naturopathy Centre in collaboration with Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation. Today, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation through the profound wisdom of meditation and its scientific aspects. I would like to begin the sessions with the lighting of lamp and also taking the blessings of our founder, Dr. R.K. Seth Sir, who was himself a firm believer and practitioner of meditation. I invite Mr. Chandra Sir, Ms. Sujaya Ji, Chairperson Venu Charitable Trust, Mr. Nija Joshi Ma'am, Ms. Shweta Ji, founder of Soul Seedlings and volunteer at Buddha CEO, and Dr. Maria Ma'am to light the lamp. Thank you, everyone. We are privileged to have with us a remarkable leader and meditation coach, Mr. Chandra Sir, the foundation of Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation. He is an esteemed entrepreneur, a former vice president at IBM Corporation, and a dedicated meditation practitioner for over 22 years. His journey, deeply inspired by Brahmarishi Patriji, has been shaped by the teachings of various global spiritual masters. Through his extensive experience, he has guided numerous professionals and leaders in unlocking their highest potential. I would now invite Mr. Chandra Sir, who will enlighten us with his insights on meditation, the quantum science behind it.
Ma'am, you'll say a few words before I start? It'll be good to listen from you a little bit.
Patients in our journey of 45 years, and the whole journey has been responding to whatever was the felt need. Over the years, we've realized that most of our patients who are senior citizens, while when we do cataract surgery or we give them eye care, they do have good sight, but quality life is not necessarily just good sight. It's overall health and overall well-being of the patients. And that's how we responded by starting a geriatric medicine center and naturopathy. And in our very short journey of 2 years, we also realized that for holistic healing, meditation does play a very strong role, and it's a great support service to naturopathy, because one believes in the overall strengthening of your immune system, of your balancing your hormones and promoting overall well-being, which is meditation. And naturopathy believes in addressing root causes of illness and not just the symptoms. And so we thought that this will be a beautiful support that we can give to both meditation and naturopathy in healing the mind, body, and soul. And this is a humble effort, a beginning, and we're very happy that you could give us time today, because I think the biggest, we all understand that these things are very necessary. Especially post-COVID, I think we've learned our lessons that we need to look at alternate, while we do absolutely advocate and endorse allopathy, but we do also understand that something called polypathy is probably more necessary in our systems now. And we all understand, while all of us are here and a lot of people are online with us, we do understand. In Hindi we say, "Jante sab hai, mante kitne hain." We know, but we don't believe. Because it's easy to pop a pill. What is a challenge is to discipline yourself and walk this path. So I think the only hurdle between holistic, well-being and what we are today is just us. I think that's the mountain we want to climb, and I'm sure you'll help us in climbing that mountain, which is ourselves, in going the other way to holistic healthy healing. Thank you so much.
That's great. Thank you, Tanujaji, and dear friends, dear masters. It's truly wonderful to be here, having this opportunity to be spending our time with you on this Sunday afternoon. Socrates used to give a story about importance of knowledge. In Indian Vedic system, knowledge liberates. The liberation is suffering-free life or happiness in every moment is through knowledge. But the knowledge has to stick. So there is something that makes it not stick. And Socrates used to talk about how our life is viewed in a limited view, and then how it can be significantly expanded. And he used to give this story that in a big cave, people are living. And at the entrance of the cave, they're all being imprisoned in the cave, and so they're there in the cave, they're living in the cave, dark. At the entrance of the cave, guards are there, and so then they kept some light, big lamps, lights are there, fire is there, so that there is some kind of light goes into the cave. Other than that, nothing else inside the cave. And so people who are there in the cave, the only thing they see is darkness and shadows. Shadows were there because there is a light. And so for the whole lifetime, they grow there. You think of it as like a football-sized big cave. So everything happens inside the cave for them. Life happens inside the cave. And so the only thing, as people are born, they grow up, and then again they continue, they see the darkness, they see the shadows are the only life for them. But one of them somewhere makes an attempt to go out. Makes an attempt to go out, and then one day tries to escape, and then somehow sneaks out to the edge of to the entrance of the cave somehow. And then once he comes there, he sees something very beautiful. So beautiful that rather than escaping, he wants to go back and then go and then tell his colleagues and all his family there inside. It's so beautiful when he comes out to see that he wants to go back and then explain. He loses words to explain, because the whole lifetime he didn't have what is that. He didn't know, he didn't even ever experience anything like that to even give words, no training of it. I know that this is a remote and a pointer only because I've been told it's a pointer, otherwise I will not know. Right? We will not know. If the laptop is told it's a banana, we'll still call it as banana. Until we're educated, we don't know about it. And so then he didn't even know how to even describe it, what he's seeing there, because the whole life there. Then the people there told him, what's happened to you? You're mad. You're mad. This is life. This all shadows will be there, and the darkness is there. Nothing else is there. This is life. And you're mad. And then they shut him off. Then he says, no, no, I've seen something very, very pretty and beautiful. You have to come and experience. Then say this person has to be treated now because he's talking rubbish and then it's not something that we can understand it. And so then he shut off. But then when he went out and what he was seeing is this beautiful greenery, the water, the rivers, the animals, the people, and everything is there. Life is happening out there. There is a tiny life to the huge, unlimited life. You can imagine when you contrast a life in a cave with only darkness and the light, a little bit of shadows to everything else out there. Meditation that's what it did to me. It did to me what exactly Socrates is describing to me. That my life was so tiny that I thought I've been a successful engineer, computer science engineer. Okay, I've got BITS Pilani degree. I went to United States, wrote some patents. Okay, so I'm successful. But then later, when I met Patriji, and then when you start actually exploring the power of meditation and what it is doing, it's literally changed my life from living in a cave to something that's out there, beautiful, expanding it. In quantum physics terms, it's called matter becoming energy. Quantum physics now reveals that everything out there is emptiness. Everything out there is emptiness. 99.9999% of what exists out there in the entire field is emptiness. When I learned this in the year 2013, for the first time I heard about it, of course I heard from Vedic terms that it's all Brahman, it's all energy, Shakti is there. But then I never experienced it, never understood. But then quantum physics terms, we can recognize and say that 99.9999% of body is emptiness. Our body is fundamentally made up of that emptiness is energy. How many of you work with that understanding? That we are energy, not matter. How many work with that understanding? Take that I'm energy, I'm not matter. When Patriji told me in the beginning, we are not the body, we are the soul. Now there is this term soul is coming into picture. Well, it's difficult to accept because where is soul and I can't see it, okay, so I'll keep that aside. But then when energy is there everywhere, and quantum physics are saying that you go into the body, you go into the molecules, into the atoms, you find nothing there, it's all empty. That emptiness is filled with energy, and that energy is oscillating with waves of possibilities, and they become matter with our observation. They become matter with our observation. That means our experience are drawn from this energy into matter. For the first time, then when I came in, so then if matter becomes energy, and energy is infinite, matter is finite, 0.01% is matter that is there, and then we go after that saying that that is real, whereas we are this really this whole energy field, because in energy we're all connected as one, we're not separate. In energy we're all connected as one, we cannot be separate in energy field. In light field here it's all one light, even though there are multiple sources here. And so then the more that I explored with meditation, the more I understood and experienced it, the more life became so much like that thing that the person is seeing outside is just beautiful compared to the life experiencing. It's really that. Now, Tanuja talked about a very important aspect. We all know this, but then something stops us from experiencing all of it. We all know the good side of whether it's meditation, whether it is this, whether there is this whole, you have unlimited potential, that your thoughts create reality. How many people take this? Our thoughts create our outer experiences. How many people operate or want to accept a principle called our thoughts create our outer reality? Anybody who operate your life and say, my thoughts create my outer reality. I'm drawing an experience today is because somewhere I thought about it and I intended about it. But now science corroboration is there. Observation of manifest possibilities is there from quantum physics, demonstrating that energy becomes matter when you start putting your attention on it. Okay. That's only how, even though I was just a normal computer engineer doing some work somewhere, I started changing significantly because of the power of thought, the power of mind, and then increased understanding as Socrates was talking about it. The more you understand, then the more you live a greater life. Now this meditation is the greatest bridge between becoming that matter to energy. becoming limited to unlimited, living a stressful life to an amazing amount of joyful life, living from a mind-centered approach and heart-centered approach, feeling that I'm separate, I have to take care of this too, feeling that one we are together, as meditation helps us to experience that energy field that we are together, that Brahman we are. In Hindu, in Vedic principle, it's called Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi means that I am consciousness, and in meditation helps us to experience that consciousness significantly, as much as meditation helps to train the mind that stops us from going into many, many good things that we know are good but we can't do, because the mind plays a great role in here. Meditation is the biggest trainer of the mind. It's called Raja Yoga. Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Siddha Yoga, yoga that is required to practice intense meditations. And the Raja Yoga is the meditative trainer of the mind. King of meditation is the Raja Yoga, which is dealing with the mind. Right. So I came to this practice, dear friends. In 99, I met Patriji, and then everything changed for me. Let me just say a few words here. Holistic health and naturopathy, and all of these are holistic health and naturopathy. Meditation naturally moves us into a most natural living, and then gives that holistic understanding. So great subject, great group here, and then we talk through a little bit, and then we do meditation practice. We go into a deep meditation practice, and then see if we have time, we'll cover some subject that I thought I will talk about. Right. So very grateful to United Nations. I don't know how many of you pay attention to this, but the December 21st is a World Meditation Day. That means so much more interest is there. Right? So much more interest is there in meditation. Interestingly, less than 5% of the population are already doing meditation, which is great. Right? But the 5% population is already doing meditation is wonderful that we understand. But then here is the thing, what Ma'am even said, highest attainable standard of physical and mental health. If somebody wants highest attainable standard of physical and mental health, switch to meditation. Switch to meditation. Swami Rama, have you heard of Swami Rama? Swami Rama is one of the greatest masters from India produced. He talked about the role of meditation versus pranayama versus yoga, taking care of the physical food and all that. He talked about it very beautifully in his book called The Royal Path. It would be a wonderful book to read, to differentiate and understand what is pranayama and then what is Raja Yoga meditation versus what is the external source of energy that is consumed into the body, and then how each one impacts, right? The notion and idea is that if we are energy, meditation is helping us to realize that energy what it is, so that body becomes simpler and then easier and easier to understand all of it. So let me, then what we are doing as Buddha Sea Quantum Foundation, we do a lot of programs. And then like these introductory programs, but a lot popular are our online programs where we take through a journey of 40 days, every day talking about various scientific aspects of meditation in many ways. And so then we're doing conferences. So whole of last year, we are doing these conferences because we said, in order to create intense awareness, let's bring all leaders together who are practicing meditation, all great masters together into a room. And so we did several conferences whole of last year. I'm very happy to see that then UN passes the resolution, because every conference we passed a resolution saying that world must adopt meditation. Every conference we did in Dubai, in St. Louis, in Pune, Bangalore, and then Delhi, last year we did. And so everywhere we pass resolutions, and then we see, very greatly, this resolution from the United Nations coming, which does a whole lot of good to the world as we start seeing interest by many, many institutions. So thank you, Madam, and so this is here, our next conference, which is happening this February 20th to 23rd, primary 21, 22, 23, 3 days. And so many, many spiritual masters, as well as many people who practice regular meditation. There are doctors from AIMS who are talking about meditation. They're going to be there. Of course, there are masters like Kamlesh Patelji, Daji, and then Shivaniji are there. And then some of our policymakers are also from Indian government will be there who are believe and who are interested. We want to see that this particular education goes to everyone, right? So there is this multi-purpose conference here, but then every day we have 4 meditations that we're going to go through, everybody together. We practice meditation there, in addition to a lot of understanding and talks there, right? And so Patriji is this Grand Master that I met him 99, and then he told me first thing that your thought process is not right. That's the thing, your thought process is not right. And the understanding is not there. And then the more you understand, then you will understand. So start meditation. So I didn't know, but then I started practicing. And then many things happened for me when I practiced it in 2 months time frame. I recognized when I started practicing in 2 months, a few things happened for me. Number one, I used to work for about almost 16, 17, 18 hours a day. We were running a startup then, and so many hours of work, and it was of course very, very challenging. So post 2 months, it became normal. I mean, I was looking forward to going to work and doing it, even though I was working quite a bit. That energy is there. Morning you start at 7, you go into the 11, no problem. The energy is there. Meditation fills you with tremendous amount of energy. The stress is if there is one thing that can be easily overcome with meditation is stress. If there's one thing that is just like that happens, that one can overcome is sleep. The issues can be overcome just like that with meditation, which we practice. And so that's one thing that happened. The stress is fundamentally gone, and I was enjoying back. Second, people who are biased to me, people who I thought in a workplace are not cooperating, they changed. They were cooperating with me. Suddenly after 2 months of just meditation practice, which of course trains the mind to become a lot more positive, a lot more focused towards what you want, then keep commenting and then feeling dissatisfied about what's not right. So that switch happens. And so then suddenly people who are biased, I thought were very, very friendly to me, were giving me opportunities. People are not cooperating, in colleagues, a lot of times it happens at workplace. They're non-cooperative. They put things hold close to the chest. They only want to reveal to the boss, not to others. Doesn't necessarily a great environment, but they all started cooperating. So the people who are cooperating, stress is gone. I started enjoying the workplace greatly. Of course, I'm one of the founders there, but still challenges continue to come. The third thing that happened, in a few days later, I used to have a chronic backache. And I used to have some kind of illness in the ear, nose, throat, which would prevent me from flying. Illness means no illness, but when I take a flight, my ears get blocked. And then ears would not get unblocked when the flight comes down. And so then I used to have intense pain and all that kind of stuff, pain and infection. I had to take antibiotics, everything was there. But 3-4 months after meditation practice, things that were recurring for me for years, they disappeared. Medical experts, the entire United States West Coast, and there's no place where I've not gone, from LA to Portland to San Francisco, all of the places, because I used to live there. And there's no place, and instead it's a lifelong issue, you got to live with a lifelong issue. But then with meditation, it disappeared forever. That thing that is there lifelong, what has been the words, the used words, which is what I believed, but meditation eliminates all of it. The subconscious program goes away, and so then you go into a new program of healing your body through your own thought. That's when I heard our body heals. All illnesses are psychosomatic. All illnesses are psychosomatic. And our body is now you will listen from many masters that our body is the biggest pharmaceutical machine, has a capability to produce whatever that it needs to produce to heal itself, if only we allow it to heal. And then the thing that is stopping it from healing is our thought. Is our thought which causes it to say that I cannot heal, I'm old, this is going to be this way, okay, I got into accidents, it will never happen. And so everything we put as a limitation and are not letting it go, it's called epigenetics. And so different. So my body healed. In those 3 to 4 months later, automatically my ear condition resolved. I was able to enjoy flying back again. I used to fly quite a bit between India and Bangalore those days. And so then I started enjoying again. My career started prospering, because otherwise I would limit myself. It was a dreaded pain for me every time I take a flight. We all have certain issues or the other. Some people would have it. But this happened. So that's when I realized the power of meditation, that things did not heal for days and days and days and months, happening in few days. People better, I'm feeling happy and joyful, energetic, and then of course my long-term issues are also gone. And then I got to understand that thoughts create reality. And the Patri would always say, thoughts create things. Thoughts create things. Get your thinking right. From a disastrous thinking, go to miraculous thinking, because you are limiting your own future just through your thought. And so then, and meditation of course expanded. So we're ever grateful to Patriji for being in this path, and then he's an amazing master. Now of course he's vacated his body, and then through him, let me stand here. So this is a international meditation center at Bangalore. Yes madam, you visited there? You met Patriji? Okay, great. And so International Center in Bangalore, something beautiful here that we see, like that in Bangalore, very, very beautiful, dedicated for meditation space. Over 4 million people practice meditation to date, ever since we started it. And I was fortunate to be part of this center when we started building in 2003. Then I was thinking at the beginning, I'm like so busy, do I have time to do all of this? But then, meditation helps you to find that infinite time. It helps you to find, because you fundamentally are driven through your thought and intention, so then you can go and do many things. So I was doing a full-time role here while I was also doing full-time in my company to be able to establish this as a volunteer, and so with a team of people, of course. And so the beautiful center, so a lot happens. And subsequently, as I was going through my life, many things have happened, many things, the purpose changes. My company got acquired, and of course I had this great intention that whatever that we build as a software maker, whatever build is utilized by the world. And so then rightfully IBM acquired a company, and so then again grateful to the opportunity. I was there in introducing meditation to several people in the corporate. And during those days, this idea, and then slowly, in life, when you regularly get in touch with yourself, then you are navigated towards what's the purpose. The meaning and purpose. And when you wake up every day and say, am I doing something useful that I feel satisfied about? And so then this is what happened to me, that I need to go and then share whatever that given to me as meditation practice, which helped me to grow materially quite a bit, while it was able to help me to serve. And so then I said, I will do this meditation, and then so we started Buddha's Quantum Foundation with the greatest amount of clarity and purpose. That meditation is very simple, that meditation is very scientific, that meditation is universal, so that can be given to everyone for someone to become the divine from human, from energy, from matter, right? And so this is how, madam, I think we are connected due to Karthikeyan sir and Ramani sir. So Ramani sir is one of our mentors for this foundation, a great master who is running all the Shankara Foundation hospitals in India. We have great respect for this master who is doing a dedicated life for service and giving vision, which I learn now. Venu Institute is also doing great respect to Sethji for establishing this place and keeping it serene like this even now. So I mentioned this point that this is very important. The understanding is that energy becomes matter through observation. This is the biggest revelation to me through meditation science, is that we are energy, we are basically, it's all emptiness, and then matter is only really, really tiny, right? This is quantum physics, folks. It's 100-year-old now, right? And then it's all energy field full of possibilities waiting to happen, whatever that we wish to experience. If I want to wish to teach meditation to 100,000 people, I can do it. That's a possibility. It's not like, how do I know? And I'm not even from India or whatever, right? I don't know this thing, that thing. Doesn't matter. It is based on intention. Your intentions drive opportunities for us, and then they come into our life. And so the point, the scientific understanding of this is, energy becomes matter through observation, but it's all emptiness and energy. It's all energy being. So it's a science of energy. And meditation fundamentally helps us to produce so much right energy, so that then you are utilizing energy greatly, right? Now what is a barrier? The barrier is the mind. Barrier is the mind. And so there are two aspects to mind, but many aspects, two things that really pop up into this. One is the restless mind, the mind that is constantly worried. Can I speak? Not speak. Should I do? Not do. What will happen? Okay, my job, the market is tough. What will happen to my child? Constantly worried. And the restless mind. The second thing is the limiting mind. The limiting mind is constantly limiting itself. I can't do. This is not possible. They are going to be like this. They are forever always been challenging to me. So it made so many statements. I'm unlucky. My body just doesn't cooperate. Everything is a limitation according to the quantum principles or according to the spiritual science, that that what we are limited by our own thought. Our potential is limited by our own thought. We come to the meditation session, but this is so linked because the fundamental understanding is that we are here to experience life. Each of us have our own experience and that we want to navigate ourselves. And then meditation, A, gives you the direction to navigate, and then 2, then gives the strength to experience that thing, whatever that is, right? So people who are there in jobs, many of them, after coming to meditation, made that courageous step to become their entrepreneurs. Many people whole lifetime, they say, I don't fit into this environment, because for them music is their life, and so they couldn't just come out, but they come out and then go into the practice of music, a service or whatever that is, but the meditation gives their strength. So the thing is, limiting mind is beliefs and perceptions are there. Now who doesn't have beliefs and perceptions? And so let me pass this out in the interest of time. So just a little bit of science. The brain is into the 3 areas. Neocortex is a big part of the brain that all of us have, humans have. Only humans have this neocortex, the brain. And then limbic brain is a small little thing as a yellow color, like a lemon shape, which is a feelings-driven brain. The neocortex in the top brain is called rational brain, a thinking brain, and the big part of the brain. And then a small little part, which is what animals have, we have, is the instincts brain, a feelings brain, right? And then, of course, the reptile brain, which is helping us to regulate our body's hormones and the blood circulation, heartbeat, and all that happens. Thankfully, is not in our control, right? It is being taken care automatically by this reptile brain. Now, so these 2 aspects are mapped to what we call conscious mind and subconscious mind. Mind is brain in action. Brain is a tissue, mind is thought, is energy. And so mind is brain in action. So the conscious mind, the mind is divided into 2, conscious mind, subconscious mind, right? The conscious mind is mapped to mostly the neocortex area, which is thinking, rational logic, analysis, and cognitive functions and all of it, right? And so then, what is the property? And then according to research, so many thoughts are negative and repetitive. An average person is having so many thoughts, and then 80 to 95% are repetitive and negative, worrisome, anxious, stressful, right? What will happen if I don't deliver is a problem, if I deliver is also a problem. Everything is that way, right? So many people are coming, so how do you handle it? And then the second aspect, which is a tiny brain, is called subconscious mind. This is the biggest revelation to me. 90% of our life experiences are driven through what we store as in that subconscious program. That's called your personality. How do you define yourself, your body? Based on your environment, your society, the people around your family, your office. What definition do you have to yourself? Oh, it's a difficult world. Or the traffic is really bad. Or this weather is very hot. Oh, I'm living in a beautiful place. So now, what is the definition you have when you wake up in the morning, and then what kind of thoughts produced are from this subconscious program? That program is operating, and that's what is given. It's called chitta. In Sanskrit terms, it's called chitta. The ground of all thought is from there. All this manas, the thoughts keep coming up. And so driven by 90% of life events are driven by it. Example is that when you wake up in the morning and today you came here, how much of mindful we were? Do you remember what you did when you wake up? You probably brush your teeth. You know where you brush your teeth, how much time you took to take your bath, how much time you took to dress up, and then what did you eat, how mindful we were, versus we just ran through all of it in a breeze. Many times we drive from home to work, we don't even know that has happened. We say, oh, I already came to work. I drove also. You don't even remember where you drove. It's called a subconscious program is operating. I mean, life goes, 90% of life events happen that way, right? And so, dear friends, so then if that is so, and then if science has to be believed that there is all these programs are there, which are limitations. If thoughts create reality, it's got to be experimented. I was talking about principles here, but experimented. And so then 2 things that are required. One is the limited mind has to be fully programmed. If I believe, Henry Ford said, if you think you can do, you're right. If you think you can't do, you're still right. It's up to us. And that's the model which is operated. The senior, once somebody was, the revolutionary industry with the auto thing, saying that, okay, if you think you can do that. So the point is that if the mind is limiting ourselves, then we limit our experience of life. Anything and everything. My son is this way. That means you are limiting capability of your son just by experiencing that it's always going to be that way. Right? It's just a statement that we make. And so this limiting mind has to be changed, and then two, the restless mind, which is sort of dissipating all our energy, has to be brought back in control. If I have 50,000 thoughts, and every thought is energy, and every thought is causing a specific outcome to happen, and then if the 90% are negative thoughts, the negative outcomes are created, so I must see how do I control my mind, train my mind, and that's where, dear friends, meditation and wisdom come into picture. Meditation is beautifully resting the mind, and wisdom is beautifully expanding the mind, right? The resting mind is required so that the analytical mind has to subdue itself, which does not want to do. I have a great interest and say, I'm going to do from tomorrow. We come to a lecture and say that I'm going to do, and then so they're motivating and say, I'm going to every day read a page of the book. That motivation is there. When you will go home, yes, I will start books, and then I'll start reading. First day, second day is over, third day, something comes, okay, today friends have come, I can do it tomorrow. And then fourth day, okay, now today there is important matches going on, I can read this thing tomorrow. So the thing goes on because that subconscious program is sort of procrastinating because it's already there, set it. And so then meditation will help to automatically look into the subconscious programs to fix that thing, to make something into a habit. Make something a habit. We have Dr. RK group in Coimbatore, run by Ramaswamy. Yes, thank you. Ramaswamy. They are running a naturopathy center. Now, when they understood the power of meditation and 40-day program, he said, I would like this meditation to be given to every patient who comes here because when people come, 6 months later they come back again. 6 months later they come back again here. So then we're only serving the same people, and then so there are so many people require this good knowledge, but then where is the thing? Because the same people come back 6 months later because they're not able to make it into their habit. 10 days of time here in naturopathy, great, you will change yourself a lot. You give them a lot of instructions, but then go home, the old habits come back, they can't practice it, so they have to return back in 6 months. Yes or no, madam? That's what is happening. And so then what is the cure? Is to get a train on the mind. If you get the training on the mind, then of course, then whatever you wish to experience, you can go into that experience beautifully, right? So then we say the cure is, of course, all the beautiful knowledge you give here at Natural Center is good for them to know what to eat, not eat, what to do, not do. But that has to become a practice and a habit, and then that's meditation, right? Wisdom and meditation together will change the mind and so then change our reality. Whatever that is, dear friends, right? And so then meditation, if I have to sum up before you go in, is doing 5 things. One is physical quotient. When my health healed, the long-term ailments, and so my dreams came back, because otherwise I was hesitating to travel, take flight travel. If you're in information technology, IT globally happening, then you want to be in there. And so I was cutting on my career. So then my physical health is so important, the fitness. And so then it comes, headache to cancer, meditation is helping to heal, headache to cancer. I don't know how many people might have migraine headaches. People come into meditation, 6 weeks later, migraines disappear. They don't even have a recurrence of the migraine. So there's so much healing is happening for people. IBS syndromes, hormonal issues and all that. Second is IQ. Science was thinking, science had, in the beginning about 40 years ago, science said human neurons, brain capacity is fixed at the brain at birth. At the birth, we had a fixed number of neural capacity, and so then they only go down. Because, our body, every second is losing 1 million cells, right? It's producing 1 million cells and losing also 1 million cells, 1 million, not even anything. It produces every second. And so they thought the neurons only go down. But then later, science discovered that the neurons grow till age of 21, and then they only go down. But now, science discovers that if you are meditative practice you do, then your neurons are produced and they're growing throughout your life. So there is no question of at 60, I'm losing my memory because I'm aged. It's only because I think I'm aged, and so then you're signaling the body to not produce things. That's called epigenetics. And so now, when we change that thought, and then we have meditation, which is doing something beautiful, when the body hormonally is there in a balanced state, and so the neuron production is continuing to happen, there's new science. And so the intelligence or the growth and development is plenty, and we see it. We see it, people who read more, learn more, people who thought, I can't read any more books. Now they're reading happily so many books, and then they're getting into their new skill and the new things at 60, at 70, and everything is being done. And so IQ growth and development is happening with, as the brain capacities increase. And then third thing is, dear friends, the biggest beneficiary from meditation is these emotions, emotion management, right? First thing people say is that I'm no longer burst out. I no longer shout at my children. I understand my spouse better. I understand my boss better, right? So that emotional management is significantly comes into awareness, to regulation, to self-expression, all of it. There is a huge thing here on the emotional intelligence that psychologists talk about, and then all of it, and a lot of it is through meditation. In fact, if you study, and anybody done the work of Bruce, emotional intelligence by whom? Not Bruce Lipton. Daniel Goleman. Have you heard of Daniel Goleman? He's one of the world's leading psychologists, and in fact, the whole concept came from him. And he came to India to learn meditation in 1970s from Berkeley, professor from Berkeley, right? And of course, the connection to India is there differently, but now a lot of this meditation science is from the West. So most of the books that we recommend are from the West because they're presented beautifully in easy language, right? New Age spirituality. But emotional intelligence came into the corporate boardrooms after Daniel Goleman understood this, and then how mindfulness practices can really bring in a beautiful amount of understanding of emotions from then understanding other people, understanding yourself beautifully, and that happens. And the fourth thing, dear friend, this is called manifestation science. Meditation, as your creation is linked to thought. It helps us to realize our dreams and goals. One of the most popular programs on Buddha CEO is for manifestation science. Many youngsters, many entrepreneurs, many corporate employees want to grow their careers and life because it's about experiencing. And so they come in and then utilize the power of manifestation. It is that secret book. How many of you read this book called Secret? If you have read the book a little bit about it, it talked about law of attraction. We bring a lot of science behind how things happen, of how manifestation works, right? And so there is MQ, our ability to experience life greatly. And the last thing is meaningful contribution in our lives. Whatever I'm doing, how meaningful it is. Am I there to contribute? I feel very satisfied at the end of the day when I'm going to bed. Do I feel like I've done something meaningful? So you feel good about yourself, right? So that purpose, and everyone walks through a purpose, and then that clarity of what I should do at any given moment is beautifully given by meditation. So let's go into a practice. So what is meditation, right? Meditation is two aspects to it. One is resting the mind, ending the restless waves of the mind. But the first step is sufficient, which is what mostly practiced in a lot of institutes under the name of mindfulness, you're resting the mind, and so then physiologically many benefits are there. Your body heals, emotions control, mind works better, and all of that. But the second aspect, which is a gateway to connect with this infinite field, potential field of quantum, to connect, to know about yourself more, my purpose more, to increase your potential to manifest more. So all of it is what we call getting in touch with your higher intelligence that is there. We all have an intelligence. When you sleep and you wake up, who tells you that you had a great sleep? Who is telling you when you sleep and wake up, and then you had a great dream and whatever? Who is telling you? Because in sleep you are not there, right? But somebody is telling you. You remember and you say, yeah, I had a great sleep. Who is telling you that? There is some awareness. It's called consciousness. Awareness is there, which is our guidance inside, and then you get in touch with it as a second fundamental aspect, which is also called field of potentiality. And so then many things happen, dear friends. And so the process, however, is very simple. This comes from Gautama Buddha, and then Patriji popularized it greatly, called Anapanasati meditation. The simple technique is observing the breath. It's so simple, takes a minute to learn, and then anybody can practice from a 5-year-old to somebody seriously ill and sleeping, lying on the bed, who cannot even do anything else. They can easily practice and yet gain all the benefits. So it's simple, it's mindful of the natural breath, observe the breath. When you observe the breath, thoughts become less and lesser, mind becomes empty. As the mind is empty, then you experience the whole emptiness around. I said, according to quantum physics, around 99.99% is all emptiness and energy. And so then you are connected suddenly into this field of energy, the field of consciousness, right? Now, if we're not comfortable with these words of consciousness, energy, we can leave it. But simply by resting the mind, it has significant, enormous physiology benefits of our body and all that, PQ, IQ and all of that, right? So practice, let's go in dear friends. This is how you sit down. If you are in the chair, this is a posture. Chair is absolutely fine, right? The important point in this is, we want to rest the mind and empty the mind. And for that, we have to see that body cooperates very well, right? And so, and we can take back support, right? And if you're on the floor, cross your feet like this, folks, and then fingers into fingers, hands rested in your lap comfortably, closing your eyes, remove spectacles, and then you're observing your natural breath. Before you go into meditation, I'd like you to take a couple of minutes to just tell the person next to you what you have understood so far. Just discuss whatever that you want, because I said a lot of things. This person next to you, turn to them and then share it, and then the other one will turn back. In case you missed a point, they'll tell back again. Please do that. Please feel free. Just by doing it, I'll tell you, you'll increase the chance of remembering all of it by 50% more. And you can speak louder. It's just fine. There's no problem at all. Done? Not sharing. Okay, we'll do it maybe afterwards. Okay, friends. So, the meditation practice is very, very simple. We're sitting down. Our goal is to rest the mind of these thousands of thoughts. And that's where the magic is. And how do we do it? We are in this posture with your fingers into fingers, feet crossed at ankle. Right? Please cross your feet at ankle. Right? If you can cross your feet, yes, that's right. And then those of you wearing spectacles, please remove them. Spectacles are not required, remove them. Then what you're doing is, so that's the posture. The posture is be comfortable. Take back support, no problem. Avoid head support if required. Avoid that alone, otherwise you go into sleep. And so then, what you do is rest your attention on your nose. Put your attention with your eyes closed, and I ask you to put your attention on the nose. And you can put your attention there. And observe the natural breath. With your attention on your nose, observe your breath. Your in-breath and out-breath. All of you also can meditate if you like. Yeah, meditate kar sakte ho. Okay? Observe the breath. Kya karna hai? So, attention on the nose, observe your natural in-breath and out-breath. The way it is, with no special pranayama, you just do your natural breath. When you observe that natural breath going in and coming out of the nostrils, somewhere on the nose anywhere, attention there, observe the breath going through that point there, preferably in the middle of the eyebrows, resting your attention. When you observe that slowly, thoughts come down, mind is becoming empty. As mind is becoming empty, you will experience total emptiness. And that's energy, so sensation may be felt, movement may be felt in your body, lightness, heaviness, many things may be felt. Observe all of it. But anytime you have thought, and you notice you have thought, bring your attention back to the breath, and again observe the breath. And again start all over again. Be with your breath, dear friends. We are going into powerful group meditation. observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind slowly becomes empty. Your thoughts become lesser and lesser. I'm going to play light music. It'll help you go into the depths of yourself, dear friends. Your job is to be in that emptiness energy. If thoughts are there, go back to attending to the breath. We are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. experience that emptiness inside of you, all around you. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience that emptiness, that energy. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize you are thinking, go back to observing your breath, dear friends. As your mind is becoming empty, Allow yourself to experience that emptiness inside of you, all around you. Notice the deeper sense of calmness. As your mind is becoming empty, you channelize all that energy into the present moment. You develop greater mindfulness. Your body begins to function at its natural best. become aware of the emptiness. As you merge into your breath, all emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy. The field of limitless possibilities. The field of connection. The more you are with it, with this emptiness and blackness of no body, of no thing, the more experiences you draw into your life. Everything that you ever experienced or will experience is here in this field of energy. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, that quietness, the more you tune in to these possibilities. find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly go into that emptiness. Merge into the emptiness of yourself. This is your greater mind, that intelligence, that awareness, constantly paying attention to you. The more you stay aware of this emptiness, that nothingness, the more insightful you become, the more empathetic you become. It's truly an honor and privilege to be experiencing this life at this time of history. Can you express gratitude at this time to all things and everyone in your life? Gratitude to your parents, to your teachers, your mentors, to your family, friends, colleagues, everybody. Being grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish and the animals. To everything we use, the technology, the system, the company, the governments that support your life in many, many ways. Your gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent feel the universe for helping us experience this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Relax your body. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What have you felt? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes. Okay, friends, hope you enjoy the session. How are you feeling? Please pat on your back and meditate for 35 minutes. 35 minutes of meditation. I just felt this group is good, so we can go longer. The energy is great. How many people felt it is actually a few minutes, not 35 minutes? Madam there. Who else? That it just went by so quickly. So there are a few things here. I'll ask these questions. What happened during your meditation? Please raise your hand. Lightness in your body. Everybody feel lightness. Every now and then you felt light. Maybe for duration and a little bit of here and there. How about some heaviness in your body? If you felt your head is heavy, or shoulders are heavy, or legs are heavy, or anything like that. Okay, so talking about rotation. Body rotating. Something is rotating. You know you are just normal, but you felt rotation. That's there, right? Whirling and floating sensation. Everybody feel floating, you're floating up, floating up. and you feel whirling sensation. Something is dancing inside. It's called the chakras. The thing that is there, it wants to energize itself. In meditation that happens, because in meditation, when you transcend your physical body, your energy bodies start getting active. In Vedic term, they call panchakoshas. So the energy bodies, and because that's what happens in this meditation, you're pretty quickly going beyond your physical body. When you draw your senses inward, like closing eyes, and you're observing the breath to empty the mind. So thoughts are formed, so they hold the form, that means they hold the material reality intact with the senses and thought. And when these two are removed, then something new happens, and then you start experiencing that energy, and so the lightness, the heaviness is there because the intense amount of energy is felt. And how many people felt some kind of pain? Anybody experience some kind of pain? Legs could be you're sitting first time, but there is that. But otherwise, somewhere you're having intense pain in anywhere in the back and this and that. It can come, but it will go. The pains come in meditation, but they will disappear. Normally in the meditation session, if not afterwards, gradually they disappear. But this is because there is the pranamaya kosha is getting healed intensely. So there is a gush of energy going in to clear. This is the basis for most of integrative medicine. Alternate healing is happening on the energy body, it's not happening on the physical body. We know that. And somebody, an acupressurist, is pressing things. Where are they pressing? They're pressing the points called nadis, and so the energy gets circulated. And so meditation is also healing the energy body, and so the pains can come. When you hold on to it, they'll disappear. We don't stop meditation because pains are coming. But just go through it. It's a very, very safe process. Could there be any other safer process than what we did today? What did we do? We are sitting down, most comfortable posture. I said you can sit in the chair also or whatever. And then all you're doing is natural breath you're observing, so there cannot be any negative effect. Can there be? You're not even tampering your breath, you're not even manipulating your breath, you're doing the natural breath the way it is observing. And so then difference. It's the most safest process. But it has profound impact. And so anybody felt body movements, left side, right side, you feel like moving, your head is going down like this, it happens a lot. It happens a lot. You're doing this, jerking off, and you thought it's sleep. It's not sleep, by the way. There's so much science, and then so some of you practicing these, that the body, the brain has this different frequency thoughts. And so meditation, when you do, and then you're doing this a lot of times, you're going into what we call a delta state. A delta frequency state in the brain, which is equivalent to a deep sleep state. Non-REM sleep, non-rapid eye movement sleep is there, which is required for the body to revitalize again. And then you go into that state, which you typically get after 90 minutes of rolling on the bed and go into the sleep. In meditation, you get there right pretty quickly. You go down into the delta state, and so then it's natural that many people felt sleepy. How many people thought they slept? How many people thought you slept? Because why do you say you slept? How do you say? Why do you say you slept? Why do you say you slept, madam? You felt like that. Or the other thing is you don't know what happened. Suddenly you were saying, okay, please. That means you thought. The only thing that we know when we don't know what happened for the last few minutes is because we think we sleep, right? We don't think I've gone unconscious anyway. So what meditation takes you to the same state as the delta states, and so we are generally not aware of ourselves, right? But a lot of times, of course, sometimes people go to sleep because delta is equal to sleep, but many times we don't go to sleep. Instead, we are tuning in to that infinite field of energy, the potential field. Do you know how much percentage of the visible spectrum of light that we see? Do you have an idea? The light is there, right? There is light frequencies are there. What spectrum percentage that our naked eye can see, our eye can see? What percentage of the spectrum? What is that? 8. Our eye can see less than 0.1% of the visible spectrum of light out there. Less than 0.1%. The tiny frequencies is all we can see. Below is, one side is the X-rays, another side is the ultraviolet rays, these are there. Okay, they are low frequency, and a very high frequency, there's harmful low. But then we only see a little bit right there, and everything else we don't see. 99.99% we can't perceive with the human naked eye. We only can see a light little. Doesn't mean that other things do not exist. What do you think? We see a little bit with our eyes, and can you say then things that we don't see do not exist, and something can exist out there? What animals can sense and see, we can't see, yes or no? So it doesn't mean that they don't exist, the world doesn't exist, the world exists. When water becomes vapor, can we say that it doesn't exist? It exists. It exists, it's there. Then only when it becomes condensed, then we are able to see it again, otherwise it's gone. So it doesn't mean it's not there. Now, where am I going? With meditation, now you're developing from a five sensory perception to extra sensory perception, and so then you start seeing many things which naked eye cannot see, because naked eye is material reality, 0.1% spectrum, whereas the energy field when you go in, then you start seeing infinite reality. This is the basis for, if you heard about many Indian monks and siddhas are doing many miraculous things, is because then you have this intense ability of sensory perception. It's called extra sensory perception. It is a language, ESP phenomena. They all can happen. Now, up to us, what part of this I take or not is a different thing. But then how many people felt that can saw some kind of vision in your meditation? Let me see some vision. What did you see, madam? You see? Faces. You see some faces. Which you know. You know the landscape, yes? You see faces. So we tune in. We tune in to masters, we tune in to guide, we tune in to people of past and future. There are many things are possible. Right? I connected to my guide, in this lifetime guide, Socrates. I connected him in one session deeply. And it is possible that you tune in, right? There is always, we are influenced by something or the other. Leaving that alone, but these experiences can come. They're called in Buddha's, their technique is Anapanasati Vipassana. Vipassana means true seeing of many things. And so it is possible that we see all of them. What do I do with all of them? And did anybody feel like, intense feeling was there? You felt like laughing, crying, especially, gratitude time. Anybody felt a deep feeling, emotion is coming out. It is possible. And then we let it go. We don't suppress any emotion that comes in meditation. A lot of people go into tears. And it's okay. Because the whole lifetime you hold, suppress. Why not let go of it, right? A lot of that happens when you have serious events at home in life. But meditation releases all of them. That's how we become lighter. That's how we become more healthy. Right? That's how we become more healthy. And so it's possible that has happened. And no experience at all. How many of you felt was just too much thought coming, distraction? And any people, of course, you opened eyes pretty quickly. What happened? You had a call, so you had to go. So you put down. Cough, okay. Yeah, don't have to bother, In your meditation, yours. In matters of meditation, spirituality become very selfish. What I mean to say is, in matters of materiality, what comes we take, we don't ask. But spirituality we go and take. So you are here in a meditation practice, it's okay. Cough comes, it will disappear. We sit down and then go into meditation, no problem, right? A lot of times they don't even know that you are coughing, by the way, because we disconnect from the physical frequency, and so many don't even know that the music is changing, and a lot of times. All these experiences of difference are possible, which means that you've gone into energy states, you've gone into reduced thought states, and the key is to empty the mind so that we go connect and rest the body. Of course, all the physiological benefits will come, the stress will go naturally. What is stress? Sustained unwanted thought. I keep on worrying about things. 2 weeks later I have a deadline, but start worrying about it from now. What can I do? I can't do anything. But I'll keep worrying about it. So the thoughts that are there, and then the unwanted thought is sustained, is causing so much of this damage to the body. And then when we talk about this very scientifically in a 40-day program, and every day there is some kind of a session, the moment I understood that stress is the cause for 90%, and then what it is doing to this body called emergency mode. Have you heard of fight or flight mode? please read fight or flight mode. And the body goes into that mode when you are doing unwanted thinking. And that is the real reason for why I have migraine headaches, I have intestinal problems, backaches, and many, many things, because the stress that is moving the body into an emergency mode. Do you work in emergency mode? We work in emergency mode when there is a fire alarm, when there is an issue, but otherwise in normal mode. But body should be working in normal mode, but works in emergency mode when you are thinking about some challenges all the time, right? And so that causes you to really, really go downhill. So when I learned this understanding, then immediately then it becomes real. The moment you think negative, you become aware to slowly pull back, right? And meditation helps you to become aware. It's get all of that awareness. So every moment you are on your thought. It's called observer. We are by default, the life is getting done, it's called observed. But the meditation makes you in touch with the observer. The observer is called metacognition capability to know what we are doing, and so we can correct it. It builds that capability quantity. So what do we do with this experience, dear friends? It means that you've gone into deep states of meditation, and then you continue it. You don't pull back. When there is body movement, it's fine. Sometimes there can be intense rotation of head, it's okay. Let it go. When many things will happen, part of this meditation process, but let it go. Many people pull out of meditation because they don't have like guidance from experiences, so they're scared and then come out. But then, it's very simple. This is the practice. You do it for 3 weeks. You will find absolute great sleep. You will find a lot of energy in the body. You start finding that you are much more better in emotions in the right place. And 6 weeks later, you start finding a lot of healing potentially happening. Right? And then many things will change. Our understanding will improve. Our understanding will improve. When meditation develops the self, the smaller self and the bigger self, and everything is there. Any questions at this point? We can take some questions. I had some talk, but then we can do it some other day. All of this is, we do a free online program, 40-day program. We ask that those of you interested and want to explore, if you liked it today, then you explore it. It's free of cost, and you do this online, very convenient. And then explore to see, and then within 40 days, it will become a great habit for you. The practice regularly for 40 days, it becomes habit, and then you can't forget about what meditation means, and it is there greatly, right? In moments of issues, challenges, one can easily invoke it and activate it, right? Yes.
What's the best time of the day to do the meditation?
Best time of the day is any time of the day. Okay. Any time of the day. For this meditation, you can practice before food, after food, no problem. That is absolutely so. All you require is a comfortable seat. Many times when I didn't have time, I fly, and so nicely, this whole flight is just going to meditation. You're waiting, and suddenly the announcer says the flight is 30 minutes delayed. This is so problem. Sit down and go into meditation. Not a problem anymore. Your time is claimed, and you're in fact going into a divine mode just by doing it, right? And disconnected. So it can be done anyway, man. So when my office moved suddenly, because I became acquired, 1.5 hours my journey, every day morning travel became in Bangalore for 15 minutes because the office is far. I had to adjust my time, so I adjusted in the car the driver is driving. I had 1.5 hours of meditation every day. It's like that. Okay. Most people, however, are doing early morning when they get up, they do. Before going to bed, they're doing it because at that time the brain is already in very nice meditative state, an alpha state it's called. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Beginners, the music is 3 times more powerful for meditation practice. So it sort of helps people to soothe it and go into it. Some say initially your music is distracting, potentially. But we ask that you continue with music practice. Now you can practice with, I played both Indian and Western tracks, right? One can do a Western track, something very classical, Western classical, Indian classical, and you go with it. And usually we would say you try with music because music is like internet, you can benefit a lot. Use it for your great advantage. So the music sort of takes you go into an empty state sooner and deeper. But otherwise, there is no restriction. Normally, we are putting with music by default because I just know that so much beneficial for them too. Yes. So we have an app called Buddha app is there, and there are a lot of tracks that are free, guided meditation, and there are some courses, self-paced courses are also there. All of them can be there. Yes, so one can go there, and I'll just skip all of this. Let's go to the last slide, yes. Yeah. So, what can we do? The app name is Buddha CEO. Buddha means, representative of the highest quality of inner life. CEO is successful outer life. So that's what Buddha CEO means. Is to, you don't have to run away. To become Buddha, you don't have to leave your CEO role. And then to be a CEO, you don't have to stay away from spirituality. Both are together, right here, right? That's what Buddha CEO means. That app, please download, and then there are plenty of meditation tracks are there. Okay. All our programs, one can register for the programs out there, and then go into a group meditation. A group meditation is very powerful. Individually, yes, we practice, but when there is an opportunity of group to come together, because then somebody's energy is balanced with something else, and so nicely we have a good meditation. 40 days, 1 hour, 15 minutes. We are doing the next one from March 17, and it's got 4 batches. So the morning 6 o'clock one, and then throughout the day the different batches, so different timings of Australia and other things. West, yes. And that is one of the batches. The self-paced is also available, so in case somebody missed, then you just go back and listen to it. Right? But the most popular is morning 6 o'clock India time. So many hundreds are coming and joining together usually. Okay. Yes, how do you feel? Okay. You see a lot of ops. I see. Okay. Yes. Yes, sir.
Is that what you should do best?
Yes, sir. So,
Coming to your mind.
one of the biggest myths of misunderstanding of meditation is that, okay, meditation means I need to be in an empty state. That we say, don't even bother about emptiness. That's the goal. But what we say is, mind is, of course, the greatest creator. So thoughts will keep coming, but when thoughts are there, attention back to the breath. That's the only thing we need to know. Not bother about how many thoughts are there, how many damn thoughts are there. But if thoughts are there, the moment I recognize, I come to the breath. Now, if you have 100,000 thoughts in a session, potential, but it's okay, so be prepared to bring 100,000 times back to the breath. And if we just do that, and then if you train ourselves, and it will happen in about 7 to 8 days of practice, you start training, because the brain learns pretty quickly. Whatever you repeat, it learns pretty quickly by forming circuits. So 7 days, 8 days later, it becomes easy. Initially, it becomes effort. Oh my gosh, it's coming, because they're also analyzing. So 7 8 days later, it becomes very, very easy, and say, okay, thoughts come, then I go back, here you go, then I observe the breath. It automatically pulls. That autopilot behavior of the brain takes over. So it comes back. So that's all it is. And so it is absolutely okay to have these thoughts going, yet our meditation will always be very, very good, because in between thoughts, in meditation we transcend time. We transcend time. Like in sleep. Sometimes, let's say in the afternoon, you slept for like, say, 1 hour. You say, 1 hour is over, I thought just 5 minutes. Yes or no? Because we transcend the time. Same thing happens in meditation too. When I go in, we transcend time, but then mind generally remembers that I had a lot of thought, is what it thinks, because most recently I had thought. So that's the concept. So every meditation is a good meditation, provided we don't convince and then say that, okay, judge and say, oh, my meditation today is not at all good, and just having thoughts and thoughts and thoughts. Thoughts create reality. So the more we say it, the more we go into that kind of meditation, right? So, but in general, all meditations are good. We just keep, remember, thoughts come, I'm back to the breath, that's all. We don't stop because we are getting thoughts. Yes, sir. it basically means that we're all, I introduced a concept of energy. So everyone is at different frequencies, they have different levels of energy. Some are very calm and very, very coherent. That means they've got a great energy field going around. So when you come together, then you are in the field of energy of everybody else. And so then beginners or those who have been a little challenging things automatically come to this get nullified into the other energy, and so you feel you get lifted in the whole thing. That's all it is. Okay. So when a group comes together, a group intention is there, okay, I want to get better, I want to know more, I want to become that. So with that positivity, that energy field is formed, and so it's beneficial to all. Okay. Always. Absolutely. So that's what we had done. We formed at IBM mindfulness clubs, and so people come to the conference room and meditate. It's no longer a personal practice. One of the things you're doing is it is a group practice, and group energy is increasing. If you do a group goals and then meditate together on the goals, then you are beautifully manifesting them. Right? Beautiful manifestations. Please do it. Yes, obviously is better. And then family. We don't keep it to only one of us. Right? We go in there and immediately introduce to children, because for everyone, parents, so many people introduce the parents so immediately. Because they always have some kind of a health challenge is there, slowness is there, and then really gain immense amount of benefit. You don't have to go anywhere, at home. Whatever we did at home, we can do this. Right? Nothing is required. Nothing. It is that simple. Normally people are just waking up from the bed. You don't even have to get off the bed. Just be there wherever you are, and then just simply spend the time to observe the breath. That you can do. Only thing we say, don't lie down and do because it's going to sleep. Right? But those who are seriously ill, then we recommend them and say, start there. Because many people cannot sit with the backaches, right? And so then slowly they come out of it over a period of time. Yes.
Sir, they say that yam, niyamasan, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, and then dhyan. What are your thoughts on it? Like if we can practice it any time, is that better, or is this rule it has to be followed?
Yes, so that's an important technical question, right? From Patanjali Maharshi, we laid out the path. He abstracted meditation from everybody. Then he said there is yama, there is a niyama, there are 5 percepts are there, about yourself and about how you take care of others. Yama, niyamas are there. Then you have asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. 6 are there. What Patanjali said, yama, niyama keep aside. If you try to become the best person through yama, niyama, then your life is go. Yama, niyama can be best acquired when you start meditating. Because in meditation you start finding the connection, you start calming down, cooling down, your best qualities come out. Right? Ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha, all those things will come naturally. Naturally, the more you meditate, the more experience oneness, you start going into ahimsa and satya. Truth becomes your power. You're empowered to speak truth. Right? And then of course you go into ahimsa, you cannot touch that animal. You can't say that aquarium, I would like to get a fish and put my aquarium. You drop the aquariums. We are for dismantling fisheries. We are for dismantling because the animals are our greatest friends. We don't kill them. All of this happen automatically. So we start with, Madam, we did asana today. We did a Sthira Sukhasana. We sat down. So asana is there in this practice. What asana? Most comfortable posture. We don't have to do special asanas. That's one. Pranayama. Sukha Maya Pranayama. We did that. What did we do? Sukha Maya Pranayama is your natural breath. We observed it. So we did that. Then Pratyahara is to Vidura senses. We close our eyes. So Pratyahara we are doing. Okay? Pratyahara is happening. That's the beginning of meditation. Always is to withdraw senses inward. Pratyahara is outside, is inward. We are doing it. Right? Dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Dharana is to observe everything that's happening. It's called vipassana in Gautam Buddha. Observe all that is happening. My body sensations, movements, all that you observe. Then you go into dhyana. Dhyana means sukshma sharir yan. Dhi and yana is dhyana. Dhi means Sukshma Sharira, astral body, energy body. Yan is travel. So that will happen. Those who've seen some experience of this and that is happening as dhyana. That will happen automatically, not we do. Misunderstood as dhyana means all the stages are there. Samadhi, of course, becoming equanimous with everything that we see. It will happen at some point. So we are practicing those, by the way. This is very much part of it.
So maybe meditation can be helpful in yama and niyama because it's
Then, absolutely, then yama niyamas come to you naturally. Very naturally come to you. Right? So that's why we say start with meditation. Right? Nagarjuna was the greatest monk, and then a thief was following to steal his begging bowl. And then he saw and said, okay, his begging bowl, then there was a queen gifted him a diamond bowl which this thief was following. And he saw, okay, the thief is coming to me, and he threw the bowl at the thief so that the thief will come to him. And the thief said, everybody was trying to chase me away, you was trying to give the bowl so that you come to me. Then he said, no, I want to be like you. Then he said, you meditate. Then he said, everyone told me first stop stealing, first stop doing this, first stop doing that, then only you are eligible for meditation. But you are like telling me the opposite. He said, I'm stealing. Then what Nagarjuna tells him is, you continue to steal, no problem. But before stealing, I want you to pause for 5 minutes and then steal. That's what Nagarjuna told him. He was like, the thief was perplexed. You are telling me to steal, but before stealing, stop for 5 minutes and steal. First time a monk told me this. And so the thief goes, next time in the night he'll go into a person, an old man home. Then he's about to steal. He said, this old man, he probably needs more of this money than me. He gets that thought and then doesn't steal. Then he'll go to another home, and then there is one woman with small children are there. He'll think, okay, 5 minutes later, maybe she needs more this help than me, and he stops stealing. So he comes back a week later and says, you are very intelligent, Nagarjuna, very cunning. I'm not able to steal now. And so I become with you. So the transformation happens like this. So it is okay. We are doing whatever we're doing, but get to meditation first and everything will happen.
Thank you for that beautiful answer, sir. I think we can conclude now.
Yes, please.
To conclude, we invite Ms. Tanuja Joshi ma'am, Secretary of Venu Charitable Society and Managing Director, Venu Eye Institute and Venu Naturopathy Centre, who is the architect behind the foundations of an integrated approach that has shaped the Venu Naturopathy Centre's philosophy at the service of our patients. I invite her for a few final thoughts.
I've written a lot of points, but one, you took me off guard because I already spoken in the beginning. I think one of the experiences that I had, and like Dr. Maria had a coughing bout and she went, I also had a little irritation and I started coughing, but the temptation to open my eyes was not there, because I think the temptation not to open my eyes was stronger. And one of the things I think that, like you yourself said, what meditation does is if you focus on that part of the organ of your body, so it kind of subsides, it heals. And that's what happened with me, even though I did have a little watering and I had a lot of irritation. But you can scan your body, I think, and then address that particular area, and it does help. And the other thing that you talked about was, I think we need to also, 2-3 points that I had written. One was that there has to be mindfulness and loving kindness and breath awareness, and also the scanning of the body. And I think that all, I experienced it, and I think when I came out of the session, I'm feeling much more fresh and better. And I think my doctors here know that I've been having a little health issue, and I think I've not felt as fresh as I'm feeling right now. So that's my experience. And when you say that group meditation helps, one of the things that I would want to offer is that we can, with the support of Buddha CEO, because I think you do have representatives in Delhi, we can do this very regularly. So if there is, if you give us our feedback, and I'd even like people online who are watching us, if they are also interested, we would love to host these sessions regularly. And I think doing it every day is therapy, and I think is necessary, but we can also facilitate these group sessions as frequently as you would like us to do. Thank you so much for introducing us to this. And
I'll take a few minutes. Yes, please. I'd like Sweta ji to come here, and then Hima is also come. Just a couple of minutes of please come, and then share their few minutes of experience.
Thank you, Chandra sir. So, hi everyone. My name is Shweta Verma Rawat, and I'm living a blissful life right now. It's just because of the meditation. So I know that through meditation, I could understand what is the purpose of this lifetime, and which is to spread love in this universe. And that's what I have been doing through my venture, which is called Soul Seedlings. And I'm teaching 5 years plus kids and adults about meditation. The only way out is within. And this understanding I got only through meditation. Earlier I knew the concepts of meditation, but as usual I was not consistent at all. So when I met Chandra sir under his mentorship, what happened that, I understood the logic behind meditation. Somewhere this monkey mind was looking for a logic. And when I understood the functioning of the brain, how does it react, and that's where I got some credibility in my life, and immediately I became consistent. The question is that, do I not have challenges in my life? The answer is yes, I do have. Do I not have health challenges? Yes, I do have. But the way I respond to them has totally changed. I don't react anymore. I have so much of love and kindness within me for myself as well, and for every human being and every non-living thing as well. So I always live in a mode of gratitude. Because as Chandra sir says always, that it's the ultimate mode of receivership. The more you give, the more you receive. This is what I've learned from life. And as I told you, it's just been joyful. It's a journey of peace, love, and joy for me. And this has been just possible through meditation. So thank you so much, Chandra sir, because you are our mentor and we've been living a joyful life. Thank you so much for that.
Awesome. That's great. We have a coach program. Anybody, since some of you are already naturopaths and you're doing this, and then meditation is a great tool. Yoga, Vyasa certifies a program, so there's joint certification from Vyasa University. And so then, of course, anyone who's teaching yoga, naturopathy, meditation is a natural complementing thing and enhance everything we do. And so it's been a great coach, and then doing here, so wonderful. So maybe here, if Madam permits, then we can do some sessions here. Right? Yes, thank you, Madam, for that offer. Yes, here's a young master who is traveling around the globe, but then a psychologist, and how's meditation, what it's doing to you?
Hello everyone. Like Sir said, I have a background in psychology. I did undergraduate degree in psychology and neuroscience. I've been meditating for more than 10 years now. My parents introduced it to me, and my mom would obviously force me as a child to meditate. And like most people, my monkey mind, my analytical mind opposed it and said, this doesn't have any scientific backing. I cannot tell my friends that I'm doing this. This is something that I have to hide and only do with my family around. And then with practice, I started gaining the benefits by myself. I realized that my stress levels are lower. When I look at my friends and before the exam, I'm so relaxed, I'm not even revising. And I look at my friends and I started noticing the difference that how I am versus how others are. And I realized the only difference has to be because I meditate. And that's something that by force or by will, I started meditating before exams. Even then, I would only do it on a need-to-need basis. But after some point, I realized, okay, this is so beneficial, and I'm actually gaining a lot of benefits from this. Why not teach it to others? And once I made my mind that I want to teach it to others, I came across a lot of people who, just like me, were not accepting meditation because of the language that we were using. As soon as we say soul or higher power, they're like, no, I don't believe in that. So I started seeing meditation as a science, and that's what drew my attention to psychology, because a lot of the psychology therapies that we provide also are spiritual concepts simplified. So that's where I realized, okay, I want to find a way to make spirituality accessible to those who are in the scientific world and expand the vision of science and how we view spirituality a little bit more. And that's why I got into research. And I've been researching how mindfulness impacts mental health and also social relationships. I'm also interested in child psychology, so I'm thinking of ways how we can incorporate meditation and mindfulness and spiritual concepts to children at a young age so they can benefit the way I did or even more.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Myron.
Thank you, everyone. Now I would like to invite Dr. Maria Libreros Dave for the vote of thanks, who is an executive director at Venu Naturopathy Centre. Please welcome.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anshika. On behalf of all of us here at Venu Naturopathy Centre, it is my pleasure to thank you all. First, to the whole team at Buddha CEO, thank you so much, Chandra sir, for this wonderful session. I believe we all can say that we have learned a lot this morning about different strategies in order to learn a calmer, more fulfilling life. To Sweta ji, thank you for all the work done in order to make this event possible. We couldn't have achieved it without you. We have a little token of our appreciation. Dr. Anshika, please. So, Chandra sir. A little goodie bag from the Naturopathy Centre.
Come. Come, Hema, you also come. Madam, if you are there, it's good. Yes, madam, please come. Sujata ji, yes, we'll give all this. Please come here. We would like to give you some books. Have another set, Koti?
Great addition to a library.
One more set.
Second, heartfelt thanks to our esteemed board member, Mr. Sushil Ramola, who made this valuable and interesting collaboration possible. Third, of course, a warm word of thanks to our wonderful participants in person and online who took time out of their busy Sunday schedule to join us on this meditation adventure. We hope you have found this session useful. Holistic living, be it through meditation or yoga and naturopathy, are essential steps towards wholesome well-being. You are welcome to accompany us in a tour of our center at the end of our session. You are also invited to fill in our survey in your goodie bags to know how we can improve future sessions. Last but not least, to all the staff at Venu Naturopathy Centre and Venu Eye Institute, thank you for all your efforts in the past days to make this event possible. Thank you also to our social media team for their support. We hope to see this collaboration flourish and welcome you in the future for more such events. Thank you. Have a nice Sunday.
So thank you for your time.
Yeah. What is the method of meditation for so concentrate because of concentrate to the eyes, the nose and then
Yes, sir.
concentrate on breathing.
Yeah, we observe the natural breath. So just practice. Like this. Okay. conference. Please join the conference at Bharat Mandapam.
It's on 21st, 22nd, 23rd.
21st, 22nd.
Bharat Mandapam.